gun control. To its supporters, it is the solution to a safer America, but to its opponents, it is the violator of basic American rights guaranteed under the Second Amendment. The issue was revived after the December 14, 2012 school shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary in Newtown, Connecticut. For more on this issue, we'll go to our news correspondent, Sean Hutchings.
Shari Thornburg was an educational assistant at Sandy Hook Elementary. On December 14, 2012, she was running late and arrived at the school moments before the shooting occurred. She signed into the office and went to a classroom to hang her coat. She chatted and shared pictures with fellow staff members just like it was any other normal day.
Then we heard pop, 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 pop,
She said, remembering the attack. Their first thought was that it was the janitor working, but then they heard the janitor yelling over the intercom, quote, "Put the gun down, put the gun down." She and two others locked themselves in a nearby closet.
We heard everything over the intercom,
she said, and she described that they were in that closet for what seemed like forever. Adam Lanza began his massacre at around 9:30 a.m. in the morning, and it was over in about 10 minutes. By that time, 20 young children, 6 staff members, and Lanza himself were all dead. In response to this terrible tragedy, Connecticut passed a statewide ban of 138 assault-style weapons, with one in particular, the AR-15 Bushmaster rifle. This action sparked a renewed gun debate on gun control and Second Amendment rights, and has upset many gun owners. But is gun control the right solution to this problem? Before we figure that out, it's important to look at some of the facts. A very crucial thing to realize is that America is a gun culture. Ever since the first colonists arrived here, and especially during the American Revolution, firearms have become a tool and symbol of freedom. James Madison wrote in the Federalist, number 46, "The Constitution provides an advantage of being armed which Americans possess over the people of almost every other nation where the governments are afraid to trust the people with arms." In 1791, the Second Amendment was ratified to the Constitution, and states, "A well-regulated militia, being necessary to the security of a free state, and the right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed." This has been debated by courts to see if it actually does apply to private citizens, and whether or not assault rifles and assault-style weapons are included on the list. As of late, the gun control debate has been very centered around mass shootings, when in reality, mass shootings, as compared to other homicides, are very rare. Only about 0.2% of homicides in the U.S. are mass shootings. Most gun deaths are attributed to single-victim homicides, accidental shootings, and suicides. Suicides making up about 62% of all gun deaths in the U.S. And statistically speaking, places that have strict gun control laws usually have higher crime rates, such as Chicago or Detroit. And places that don't, such as Switzerland, usually don't have higher crime rates. In Switzerland, men can serve 1 year in the Swiss military and can keep their army-issued rifles at home. In Chicago alone, from January 1st, 2014 to December 1st, 2014, over 2,338 people were victims of shooting violence. In January of 2014, the assault weapons ban in Connecticut was upheld as constitutional after nearly 2 years of debate.
While the Act burdens the plaintiff's Second Amendment rights, it is substantially related to the important governmental interest of public safety and crime control,
said Judge Alfred V. Covello on the court's decision. Gun activists had sued the state, saying the banned weapons were commonly used for sport and self-defense purposes, and that they are protected under the Second Amendment.
"This is a long way from over,"
said attorney Brian T. Stapleton for the plaintiffs.
"There are findings we can work with, and we are going to do everything we can to get this overturned."
Many gun owners have responded by performing open carry protests. In May of 2014, Texas gun rights activists entered restaurants and stores with AR-15s and other guns on their person, because in many western states, open carry is legal. The activists said that it was a way to deter crime, but many people were very upset by the display.
until you see a line of people waiting at Target with assault rifles strapped to their backs. You don't realize how terrifying it is,"
said Shannon Watts, a member of a mom's group in Texas. Ironically, the NRA was also upset about these protests, condemning them as, quote, "downright scary." While the debate over Second Amendment rights continues, others believe the solution lies with gun safety and education. In many states, concealed carry permits are easier to obtain than a driver's license. People on different standings on this issue can usually agree on one thing. Safety measures. Most would support safety measures such as mental health screenings, background checks, and testing and certification to get concealed carry permits.
My biggest concern is how are we going to move forward?
Said Shari Thornburg after Sandy Hook. Thornburg also said that she is determined to take on the future.
I feel for their generation and know they need much more love and concern. Our children need us to be strong.
Should the government be worrying about banning guns or educating people on how to correctly and safely use them? The solution is out there, but so far no measurable action has occurred to find it. I'm Sean Hutchings for English Radio News.